Welcome to Be Yourself, because everyone else is taken. It's a series that I'm developing. A serious series. No, not on Sirius XM. Not we're not that serious. I watched the game. Did you watch the game? Everybody in America is supposed to worship the Super Bowl, and I thought that last night it was a humbling experience for one player in particular out of the Patriots, and I was surprised that he didn't take a knee, because that would have been the time to do it. No, never, never, never. Just joking. Come on. But I was really happy to see Justin Timberlake perform. I don't know if I was too crazy about the Prince idea. My idea of Prince is that what they should have had is a riser with a big heroin needle coming out of the ground, and a roach clip and a bong and a couple of straws to go with his drug addiction. I mean, why are we celebrating people who self-destruct? I did like Jimmy Fallon's impression of Bob Dylan on the later broadcast, though. The difference between Bob Dylan and Jimmy Fallon is you can understand Bob Dylan's words when Jimmy Fallon sings them. That was the difference last night. But NBC, it was a win for them. You know, they had all night promoting everything that they ever could get their hands on. What's that show about us? It's all about us. Who's that big, large woman there? She. That's strange to have someone who looks that way on a cosmetic medium. She probably they're using a 4 or 5 camera shoot. That's a cheap shot. But people who are that wide usually don't get television jobs, or midgets, except Danny DeVito can be an M&M, which we talked about the other day, I think, and Oprah could be a Hershey bar. But that's going to get me in trouble. Oh, what's not? I have such a great mind for the government, and last night it was turned off because there wasn't anything political. Nobody stopped the Super Bowl to talk about politics. But that's the place I would have done it. At halftime, my idea of halftime is not Justin Timberlake trying to be Michael Jackson, who incidentally, there's only one of a kind. They've all been trying to be Michael Jackson, Bruno Mars, Janet Jackson, none of them. Michael was an original. This is his deal, that thing's his deal. Not that they're not good, they all did a great job, but they ain't Michael. But my point is that halftime thing should probably have been a trial with Harvey Weinstein, and all the women should come out on the riser, and Judge Judy should officiate, and of course the biggest television star of all, Donald Trump. He could fire people like he did on The Apprentice. We grew up in a culture of this junk food for the mindless, and it hasn't stopped. Now, this doesn't mean everybody is not talented or bad. It means that they're just not talented and they're bad. That's what it means. It means people are doing things for the wrong reason, like money. I wish if I had done things for money, I would have taken payola a long time ago when I was a disc jockey, and I would be farting through silk. Maybe that's not a good expression. I would have a lot of money right now for my retirement plan. My retirement plan would be to get on a Carnival cruise and try to live, because they keep losing people. Every week somebody goes off the back of the ship. Why, what is this? They ought to christen it the Carnival Natalie Wood. Nobody shows up after they drink a lot. They don't show up for anything. They don't show up for the family. They feed them to the fishes. I think this Carnival cruise must be owned by some Italians. It's just the way it's going right now. I'm having a warped sense of humor, and it's a gift, Hey, listen, I want to thank you for being so faithful and not making me that famous, because if I were that famous, I would have to answer to TMZ and also the DMV, the FCC, anything that ends in initials. Of course, the governing rules, I think I may have said this to you before, everything that's dangerous begins with an F. The FDA, the FCC, what else? The Federal Drug, FCC, what's the airline? FAA. See, anything that begins with F in the government ends with a K. You can go to the bank, which ends in a K, on that one.